Have you ever wondered why fear, an emotion designed to protect us, often holds us back from taking risks that could lead to our growth? It's a paradox that's as old as humanity itself. You see, fear is a primal instinct, a survival mechanism that's been hardwired into our brains over millennia. Its main job? To keep us safe from danger, preventing us from becoming lunch for a lurking predator. But fast forward to the present day, and you'll find that fear has taken on a new role. Instead of saving us from physical threats, it now often stops us from venturing out of our comfort zones. It hinders us from seizing opportunities that may lead to personal or professional growth. It's like an overprotective parent, shielding us from potential harm but also stifling our development. And so, the question arises, how do we overcome our fears to embrace risk and growth? Consider the story of a mountaineer terrified of heights. Now, that might seem paradoxical, almost like a fish that's afraid of water, but it's true. This mountaineer, let's call him Jack, had a dream that was as tall as Mount Everest. But there was one little glitch. Jack was petrified of heights. Jack was like many of us, held back by his fears. But unlike most, he decided to face his fear head on. He knew he had to conquer this fear if he was ever to conquer Everest. So he started small. He began climbing local hills and small peaks. The fear was still there, but each step he took was a step towards overcoming it. There were times when Jack would freeze, unable to move, his heart pounding like a drum. But he would close his eyes, take a deep breath, and remind himself of his dream. The dream that was higher than his fear. He would then take another step, and then another, each step a victory over his fear. Jack's journey wasn't easy. There were moments of doubt and moments of despair, but he kept going, kept climbing. He trained himself physically, but more importantly, he trained his mind to not let fear dictate his actions. After years of struggle and determination, Jack stood at the foot of Mount Everest, his dream within reach. The climb was grueling, the fear was still there, lurking in the shadows. But Jack had learned to keep going, to take one step at a time. And then the day came, the day Jack had been dreaming of, the day he stood on top of the world. He had done it. He had conquered his fear, and he had conquered Everest. His story is a testament to the human spirit, to the power of determination and courage. The climber's story teaches us that fear, while powerful, can be conquered with determination and the right approach. Jack's story is not just about climbing a mountain, it's about climbing over our fears, about reaching for our dreams, no matter how high they may seem. So remember, fear is just a feeling, it's not a fact. And like any feeling, it can be changed, it can be conquered. Now, you may ask, how can we apply the climber's approach to our own lives? Well, we do this by implementing a simple yet powerful framework that can help us conquer our fears and embrace the exhilarating world of risk. Firstly, we have to acknowledge our fear. It's there, it's real, and it's okay to feel it. Like a friend who overstays their welcome, fear can be annoying, but we can't just ignore it and hope it goes away. Imagine you're afraid of public speaking. Acknowledging this fear is the first step towards overcoming it. Once we've acknowledged our fear, the next step is understanding its source. What is it about public speaking that scares you? Is it the fear of forgetting your lines or the fear of people's judgment? Pinpointing the root cause of your fear allows you to confront it directly. Next, we prepare for the risk. Preparation is the antidote to fear, after all. If you're afraid of forgetting your lines, practice until you know your speech inside and out. If you're afraid of people's judgment, remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes and that it's okay to not be perfect. Preparation won't entirely eliminate fear, but it can certainly lessen its grip on us. Finally, it's time to gradually face your fear. Don't rush into a packed auditorium for your first public speech. Instead, start small. Speak in front of a mirror, then a small group of friends, gradually working your way up to larger audiences. This step-by-step approach not only builds confidence, but it also helps to rewire our brains to see the feared situation as less threatening over time. By following this framework, we can all learn to master our fears and take the risks that lead us to growth. So, let's take a page out of the climber's book and start climbing our way up, one small step at a time, towards the peak of our potential. So, are you ready to face your fears and take on the risks that lead to growth? Think about the framework we've explored today. Visualize it as a tool, a blueprint you can use to confront your own fears and challenges. The potential benefits of overcoming fear and embracing risk are vast and rewarding. It's a journey towards personal growth, a pathway to increased confidence, and a gateway to new opportunities. Remember, every risk you take is a step towards understanding yourself better, towards becoming the best version of you. It's about saying yes to the unknown, yes to the challenges, and yes to the potential for incredible growth. So what's holding you back? Don't let fear dictate your life. Instead, let it propel you forward. Let it ignite your will to grow, to learn, to explore. Remember, growth lies just beyond the edge of your comfort zone. So face your fears, take that risk, and see where it leads you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching.